Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Noah, this is Paint to Life, and these are the top 10 things to consider when hiring a professional painter in the Metro Detroit area. Oh, and ignore the mustache, it'll probably be gone next week. All right, let's get into it. Number one is scope of work. I can't tell you how many times people call me and they say, hey, I want my house painted. That could mean a lot of things, so it's my job to figure out what exactly do they want painted. Painting the walls of a small bedroom could cost about $700. Add the trim, add the ceilings, you're probably looking more to like $1,100. Add the doors, you could be at $1,500. The point is, the more work there is, the higher the investment. So if you only really need to change the colors of your walls, just do that. You're gonna save about 50%. All right, coming in hot with number two is surface prep. Not all companies do surface prep the same. When I say surface prep, imagine what gets done to the surface that's being painted before you actually paint it. Examples would be caulking, patching, skim coating, sanding, etc. I've seen companies have completely different systems for what they do include and what they don't. Here at Paint to Life, we have options. We usually start with a default called our bronze level. It's very basic. It's just filling holes and filling gaps with caulk or patching. 90% of our clients go with it and they love it. But if you want to do more, we offer silver, gold, and even platinum. So if you're getting quotes, make sure to ask your painter or salesman, hey, what are you gonna do to the actual surface? Because that way you can actually get an apples to apples comparison. 3, confirm what's actually being painted. This has a lot to do with number one, so I'm kind of reiterating it, but the point is, some people have expectations that certain things will be painted and included in a line item. For example, the most common thing that happens in this kind of scenario is a client will ask to get a bedroom painted and they'll come to find out that the closet is not included. Some people think that's the default. In fact, that's probably you. I've heard that time and time again. So a great company will list out exactly what they're painting and what they're doing. An even better company will list out what they're not doing. That way you have full clarity, and again, apples to apples comparison gets much easier. All right, number 4 is less about getting estimates, more like when you get the work booked, and that's creating the right environment. Ideal temperatures for painting are somewhere around 60 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and ideal humidity is anywhere from, I'd say 40 to 60%. If it were me, if I could just copy and paste the right environment, it would be 70 degrees, 40% humidity, at least for most projects. Doing that will ensure that the paint dries fast and adequately, leaving you with a quality product and getting those painters and fumes out of your house quicker. All right, number 5, this gets me excited because I'm a nerd when it comes to painting production, but communicating what's being patched and what's not. So we have a pre-job form over here at Paint to Life where we send the client this form like a week or two before their project begins. It's mainly for interior purposes. We have one for exterior, but the point is, one of the lines says, hey, how do we know what you do and do not want patched? Their clients can input whatever system they want. They want to put blue tape on the things they want patched. If they want to circle the things they don't want patched, whatever it is, they can do it. They can communicate that to us. And when our team shows up on site, they know exactly what's going to be patched and what's not before they even show up. 6, demand clear quotes and clear expectations. A great company shouldn't just be able to communicate like what's going to happen in the next steps from here to there to the end of the job. They should also have a very detailed quote. You can kind of get a theme here. A great company is going to set all this communication up front and make you feel comfortable from the get-go. An company or a bad company is going to be the one who has none of these systems in place and they get all that information the day of, scrambling to get you to answer your phone or to talk to you before you leave for work. That just stinks for everyone involved. So if a painter tries sliding you a notepad with a price written on it, run. Chances are they probably don't have insurance either. Number 7 is protecting your stuff. I talked earlier about surface prep, what we do to the surfaces. However, now I'm talking about protection prep. That is what we do to protect your home and your belongings inside of it. You want to hire someone who will think ahead before they start breaking stuff out. That means plastic over the furniture, having some kind of paper or plastic perimeter around the room that they're painting, drop cloths down where they have any kind of wet material. This is another area where a lot of companies defer. Some do the bare minimum and just throw out a drop cloth. Others go full protection. If it's important to you, make sure to ask about it. Number 8 is insurance. Please make sure that your painter, or any person you bring in your home, has insurance. That's going to be general liability and workers' comp. If they don't have insurance and a ladder falls on your car, that might just extend to you. Or if one of your family members get hurt by equipment from the painter, they might not be liable. or if they are liable, they might not be able to pay out. Also, in terms of workers' comp, if one of their employees gets hurt on site, guess who's responsible if they don't have insurance? You. Technically, the liability should fall with the owner. However, if they're not insured, it could pass right to you, leaving you to foot the bill for their injury and for the costs associated with missing work. Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun. So make sure you hire a company that has liability and workers' comp. Protect yourself and your stuff. 9, plan timelines. Ideally, you want to be trying to call or book an estimate about, 6 weeks out. Most painting companies have about anywhere from 3 to 5 week book out time. Can get in slots. There are people that move the project, drop out last second, or 2-day openings because of different timeline issues. So you might be able to sneak in, but if you want ample time to plan and have a great experience and hire a reputable company, try contacting about 5 weeks out. Number 10 is color. You don't have to worry about color. When you find the right company, they can actually kind of guide you through which colors would make the most sense. And not only that, but they can also help you with different sheens, what they're gonna do to a room, what products to use. If you have questions about dialing in the actual end product, a great company should be able to hold your hand and make you feel comfortable for the whole thing, from start to finish. Phone call to last touch up. Hey, so those are the 10 things that you should know before hiring a painter in the Metro Detroit area. If you're in any Wayne County or Oakland County city, whether it's Northville, Plymouth, or Royal Oak and Birmingham, feel free to reach out to us. You can text us, you can email us, you can head to our website and request a quote. Either way, I'd be happy to help and see what kind of info I could give you that would help you make a decision. All right, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.